What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Interest, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Jaron Ennis had an opportunity to fight Bud Crawford. This could have been his third opportunity to fight Bud because he already turned down 2 opportunities. All he had to do was fight one of these guys. He could have fought Teofimo Lopez. That was the first fight being talked about. A lot of people was excited. Hey, Boots is finally about to fight somebody we know. He's finally about to fight a name, you know. We know Teo was calling out Bud. So if Jaron Ennis would have beat Teo, people would have been like, yo, Jaron Ennis beat somebody. Like, can he get a Terence Crawford shot? People would have been like, Jaron Ennis beat somebody. Can he get a Terence Crawford shot? Like, come on. He finally got a name on his resume. Teofimo Lopez was calling out Bud. Why not Bud fight Boots? We would have been like, yo, look at his resume. He's proven. He's beat somebody. A Teofimo Lopez on his resume looks good. And then he had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney for his unified titles, which is weird. He wanted to fight Devin Haney at 152. He didn't want to put his... Jaron Ennis doesn't believe in himself, bro. He's not confident in himself. He doesn't believe in himself. Like, what, bro? How you don't want to fight Devin Haney at 147? He didn't want to fight Devin. He didn't want to put his belts on the line. He wanted to fight Devin Haney at 152. Devin Haney was like, who the freak is Boots? He talking about meet me at 152. Who are you? Devin Haney is a 2-division world champion, 1-division undisputed champion. Soon to be 3-division champion. He's put in more work than Boots can imagine. Who is Boots to tell Devin Haney to meet him at 152? He ain't nobody compared to Devin Haney. Devin Haney has been in some of the biggest fights in boxing already. Boots has not been in any big fights yet. Any significant fight yet for him to be able to call the shots against Devin Haney. He ducked the Devin Haney fight and the Teofimo Lopez fight. But he wants the Crawford fight. It's just not adding up. Those was his opportunity to get a Crawford fight. To beat somebody the public know. A Teo or a Dev. This just flat out shows us that Boots never had any interest in fighting any top guy. You seen how happy he was when he knocked out Lima? I couldn't believe what I was watching, bro. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, yo, this guy's really celebrating about knocking out a guy we don't know. This is ridiculous. This is not okay. This man is celebrating like he knocked out someone like a Teo or Haney or Virgil, somebody we know. He's celebrating like he knocked out somebody we know. And Eddie Hearn is out there celebrating. I'll tell you one thing, Eddie Hearn's an idiot. Eddie Hearn is promoting Boots like Boots is the next best thing since sliced bread, which makes no sense. If he's trying to cash out Boots, he just needs to say that. Hey, I need to cash this guy out. Just say that, bro. If you're trying to cash the man out, just say that. Because you don't want this man to have any significant fight except one fight versus Crawford that's going to ruin his career. You don't have to get in there. He has to get in there at the end of the day. He has to go in there and prove he's better than what the fans try to say he is. You know? But he's not. So that's not going to happen. But the fact that this man was celebrating after knocking out a guy named Lima the general public has never heard of. It tells you everything you need to know about Jaron Ennis and his character. He does not care who he fights. He doesn't care who he fights. I did a live where I had a conversation with one of my subscribers, boxing nerd, a guy I call my friend, but he's a huge Boot supporter, right? I had a conversation with him, and in this conversation, he talked about Boots offer a lot of guys to fight and they turn it down. In a 3-month span. In a 3-month span, he offered this many people all this. That doesn't make any sense in the world. 3-month span, you offered that many people fights. He claimed Boots offered 7 people fights, and they all turned it down. Only Lama answered the call. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. But why would you ask? Why would you even if it was true? Let's just sit down and think about this for a second. Either it's bad business on Boots' side, or that's just all cap. Let's just sit down and think about it for a second. Even if it was true and he did reach out to guys to try to get him in the ring, right? Why would it be in a 3-month span? We all know training camps is like 6 months. So you will only have half a training camp preparing for a guy like Boots. Of course nobody's going to take a fight like that. That makes no sense. Who's going to take a fight and don't have a full training camp? It makes absolutely no sense. But that's just me just trying to look at it from a non-biased stance and just be nice. But overall, I don't believe they really offer people that. Or even if they did, I don't think they expected people to agree to fight Boots. It is what it is, man. All I'm saying is this guy had an opportunity to put himself in position to fight Bud Crawford. But he has no interest in fighting Bud Crawford. He has no interest in fighting any of the big names in the sport of boxing. The hype behind this guy is ridiculous. They're putting a battery in this dude's back. And he's not him. Eddie Hearn needs to realize the best boxer he has right now is Shakur Stevenson. He missed out on Terence Crawford because he said Crawford can't sell. He has Shakur Stevenson now. He needs to take advantage of that. It's your boy, No Interest. I'm out.